if we can pick up a result today, I genuinely think we can go on and win the Euros. Don't misinterpret that for confidence, though. I am expecting us to get absolutely thumped. Hello and welcome to episode 3 of Non-League to Legend at the 2032 European Championships, or I forget what I've been calling it. I doubt I'll need to remember after today either, because we've got Spain in the next round. Despite winning our group, we come up against the 5th best team in the world in the next round. We should have thrown that last result and tried to get a defeat. I mean, the only thing going in our favour is they lost to Portugal, but Portugal, I think, are even... Oh, they're down in 16th. They're similar sort of standard to us. But they did beat Greece and Belgium. So I'm not massively confident going into this, especially because Ron Osborne is suspended. He picked up another yellow card in that last group game. So we've got a bit of a makeshift defence. Why? That's because that's Man City. That was a bit confusing. I thought my entire England team had flown away because they're afraid of Spain, which I wouldn't blame them for, to be honest. Remember... Who on earth is Brad Skinner? Well, he's back in the side against Spain. It's only his second cap. He's almost played as many games for England now as he's played in the Premier League, because he spent the last 2 years playing pretty much every game for Swansea. But he's back and he's starting alongside David Jackson with Mitcham and Trotter as fullbacks, Matt Lee in goal. In midfield, we've got Adu, Bradford, Wilkes, Simpson in behind, Williams and Tunnicliffe. I've actually playing Williams instead of Modou Fall. Fall still needs a rest. And Williams has got 3 goals in his last, game? Not even a full game. So I think he's earned a start. And with Fall being tired, why not give Paul Williams a little bit of a run out? The whole squad is tired. They all need a rest. It's all getting a little bit silly. Our tactical familiarity is at the top end of awkward now, which is progress. But I'm really reluctant to press submit team because I don't want what comes next, but there's no getting away from this, really. We've got to go and play Spain. We've got to take our medicine. I think, really, we have to look on this as we did really well to qualify when we didn't qualify for the World Cup previously. We've done really well to win all 3 of our group games, finish top of our group. We've been incredibly unlucky to get one of the best teams in the world in the next round, despite us winning our group. And we just have to kind of accept that if we go out at this point, which we probably will, we gave it our best shot. Cesar Ortega's on the bench. Perhaps they're not as good as I thought. They really are. They're going to absolutely batter us. Cesar Ortega would tear Brad Skinner a new napkin hole. Oh, look, they're in already. Molina, I know that name. Why do I know Xavi Molina? Who does he play for? He's got a Lazio haircut. Plays for PSG. I feel like I've had run-ins with him, presumably in the Champions League. Look at that. For a goals per game ratio over the course of 7 or 8 seasons, he went to, I don't know why Liverpool sold him on. They're mental, but look at that. Goals per game since he's been at PSG. Look at that, 91 goals in 113 games for Spain. Oh, for goodness sake, players like that. I mean, that's basically cheating, having a player like that in your team. I feel like that's really uncivilised and not the sportsmanlike thing to do for Spain. We've got Brad Skinner at centre-back. They've got Xavi Molina, international superstar, playing up front for them. If we avoid anything other than a 6-0 win, this might be the greatest result of my career. Simpson's put Williams through. Williams is in Molina-style form at the moment, plays it out to Trotter, and Simpson's in! And ridiculously, we are 1-0 up. This scoreline is almost the most ridiculous thing that's ever happened to me. Oh, I need to have a lie down. Can we end the game here? I mean, I don't know what I'll do if we win this. If we win this, we're going to win the tournament. This is ridiculous. So what happened? Williams plays Trotter in. Trotter, I mean, it's a good old Ipswich goal. Trotter with the cross in. Simpson's running from deep. No defenders tracking him. Tucks it away. I tell you what, both of our options at Trequartista in this England side are doing fantastically in this tournament. Europe doesn't know how to play this system. Are we doing a Greece? Can we do a Greece? I'd love to do a Greece. Simpson with the corner. Tunnicliffe's in and we're 2-0 up against Spain. I don't understand what is happening. Okay. It's a free kick. I mean, it's another cross lumped in. Yet again, we've got a player in behind their back four. And we're 2-0 up. We've had 2 shots. There have only been 2 shots on target in this game. We've had them both. We've scored them both. We are in the process of absolutely mugging the 5th best team in the world. And I'm scared about this second half because they're going to come out angry, surely. I mean, they're not going to go another half without a shot on target. That's just madness. Brad Skinner's going to go down in history as a hero. Tunnicliffe, Trotter now with the cross. They clear it away, but are they breaking on us, or are we going to battle and get the ball back? Oh, see, a ball over the top to Molina. Skinner can't get... I mean, you know what? Skinner was hassling him there. I think he put him off. But that's a shot on target for Spain. They've had a sighter, and now we need to worry. Bradford can't get the tackle in. That's the second time we've missed a tackle in and around the penalty area in as many seconds. Spain have a corner. The pressure's starting to build now. Oh, for goodness sake, another corner. This isn't fun at all. Can I just put it on text-only highlights? Is that still a thing? I think that was a do with the header away. Why is Skinner all the way out there? That was weird. I don't want centre-backs chasing out and closing down the... Can't speak. Too excited. We're beating Spain 2-0 and there's only half an hour left. Oh, Wilkes, just lump it up to Tunnicliffe. Right, Tunnicliffe has potentially got a one-on-one pending. Finds Trotter, though, into Simpson. Williams is now in. Paul Williams has scored 4 goals in about 100 minutes of football at these Euros. And I'd never heard of him before I picked the squad. Even when he's offside there, who cares? We're 3-0 up with 28 minutes to go against Spain. I might need to have a closer look at Paul Williams because he is a finisher. We need English players at City. How old is he? Let's have a proper look at him. So Paul Williams, he's 25, plays for Derby and doesn't ever score any goals for him. But for England, he's a hero. We need to do it. Let's get a scout report. Let's have a proper look at him. I'm intrigued. Because he's having a blinding European Championships. Right, what are we going to do? We're going to take Tunnicliffe off. In fact, no, why bring on Modou Fall? We'll just bring on Whitfield. We're 3-0 up with 20 minutes to go. We don't need to bring on Fall. We'll take a do off as well. I was on the verge of giving Wilkes a rest, but that's probably taking the proverbial a little too much. No, Bradley's not the one. Who can play box-to-box midfielder? Jacobs, can you do it? No, what just happened there? What? I don't know what's happening. Jacobs, can you do it? Actually, I'd like you there. And we know Lewis Bradford is a top quality box-to-box midfielder. So Jacobs can come in, plays it, holding man in the middle. Bradford, wearing the captain's armband today because Ron Osborne's is suspended. He can do charging up and down duties. Wilkes is going to come off now. Because he doesn't need to still be on the pitch. There's 10 minutes to go, and we're 3-0 up against the 5th best team in the world. When we started this job 2 years ago, we weren't even in the top 30. This is mad. I don't want to get too ahead of I kind of regret saying what I said in the intro now. Can we re-record the intro? Because when we bottle it in the next round, I don't want people bringing that up. Just pretend I never said it. Right. I mean, Spain we've been clinical. We've had one clear-cut chance. And Spain have just offered up nothing at all. And I don't understand how this has happened. I mean, the game is in Wales again. Perhaps it's just almost home advantage. We've got a lot of fans in the ground, probably. We're used to the weather. There must be some explanation for how we are playing so far above ourselves. If you compare the 11 players that each team put out, tell you one thing: Spain didn't have any Championship centre backs in their side. I mean, look, we've got Williams and Tunnicliffe a joint second on the top side. They're level with Molina. Oh, this is ridiculous. Bart David, he scored a lot of goals in the qualifiers, didn't he? I mean, look, he's another one. 93 goals in 114 appearances. I mean, there's some clinical strikers around, and Paul Williams is keeping up with all of them. Right, how do we find out who we're playing in the next round? When do we find out? There you go. We're playing Holland. So, how good are Holland? Holland are the favourites in the quarterfinals. So, for goodness sake, they're the 7th best team in the world. I now officially retract my previous statement. Obviously, we've now got to come up against Bart David, because we just looked at him. So, how have Holland got to this point? I mean, if I remember rightly, they scored an extraordinary number of goals in the qualifiers. So, I mean, look, they're just smashing everybody. They beat Austria, Ukraine, Ireland and Turkey so far. But if we go back and look at their qualifying campaign, I mean, yes, to be fair, they had Luxembourg, Gibraltar in there. Gibraltar? What's a Gibraltar when it's at home? Gibraltar. We'll say this properly. But look at this qualifying campaign. A 7-0, a 9-0, an 11-0, a 10-0. They beat Russia 6-1. That's not going to be an easy game, is it? And that is what we will do tomorrow. And we're just going to keep going with this Euro thing. I mean, we'll be back with Man City soon. A little bit of Man City news. We've got 3 players coming in. May have broken the world record for a transfer. I'll tell you more about him when he officially signs, which I think will be before... he's there. Brilliant. That's taken away all the fun, hasn't it? You know who it is. I might as well show you him now. Ivan Abalsamo, 23-year-old Argentinian from Barcelona. He's only really got into the Barcelona side this season properly, but he's had a brilliant season, loads of goals. He's a left winger or central midfielder. He's just going to be in his competition for Umputu. He's young, he's very, very good, and he's just had a brilliant season for Barcelona. So why not spend £99 million on him? There are a couple of more players coming in as well, including a Brazilian wonder kid, and I'll show you him tomorrow. If you've enjoyed today's episode, pop a like on there, subscribe to the channel if you would like to see more, and thank you very much for watching.